everyone, and welcome to a long delayed and long time coming episode of Ask Britt Shit. This time I'm gonna take a bunch of random questions and squish them all into one episode. In any case, like as I was saying, in any case, I have Jack with me. This isn't your regular Jack Daniels, no. This is Jack Daniels Tennessee Fire, and it's really, really fucking good. So if you like, you know, Fireball or any of that cinnamony goodness, I would highly, highly recommend this. Oh, and it's so smooth. So smooth. I want to give a shout out to James, who had suggested that I start these multi-question videos again. He sent me a handwritten letter, and to which I am going to respond, James. So yeah, because you know, I handwrite people letters all the time. If you take the time to send me a letter, I'll send you a letter. It might take me a while, but I'll do it eventually, I promise. I will start with James's question, which is, whilst attending big game conferences / events, have you met many famous, perhaps heroes, of the industry? And which instance blew you away the most? So basically, have I ever met anyone famous at these industry events that I attend? And did I fangirl out? Nope. The only people I've seen at industry events that some might consider famous are Paris Hilton and Kylie and Kendall Jenner. I saw Paris at the, I think it was 2010? When Activision threw that big E3 concert. You remember that? They had Eminem, Rihanna, NERD, some other people. Anywho, I saw Paris walking the red carpet. That was kind of exciting. I mean, I really have never been a Paris Hilton fan. I don't even know what people like call themselves who love Paris Hilton. Are they fans? I don't even know. And then I just saw Kendall and Kylie Jenner while waiting in line for Bethesda's E3 press conference. And that was just purely like coincidence. So no, I can't say like I've ever seen someone who was like, oh my god. I don't get starstruck easily. I think because I just realized that people are people, they eat and shit the same way I do. You know, so it's like, oh, there's a really well-known person. It's not like I get all like starstruck. Next question comes from Evan Kiesler. I hope I said that right. My question to you is, do you think Nintendo should upgrade the Wii U to compete on the level of Xbox One and PS4? I feel like I've answered this one before, but I will take a sip of Tennessee Fire to prepare myself. Oh, it's smooth like baby skin. Okay, so I don't think by Nintendo upgrading the power of the console, I don't think that's going to fix their problem. I mean, clearly the problem runs much deeper than that. I think if they were to upgrade their console, I think obviously, you know, you could get more software on there, you could get more, you know, third-party support on said console because games would run on it. And maybe people really like the gamepad, and maybe they would love to play the Dragon Age Inquisition games or the Witcher games on their Wii U, but right now it's just not a thing that's possible, so I think that might hinder them a little. That said, I don't think the problem really just stems from the lack of power. I think Nintendo is very capable of making amazing software, and I don't think they need like a super, super powerful console to make that and push that out. I've said this for many years of my life, and I feel like what Nintendo should do, and maybe this is just because I want them to do this because I've been saying it for so long, when they finally announce the NX, maybe at E3 next year, who knows, they need to be like, hey, here's our rad console. Guess what? It is just a console with a regular controller, and it has HD, and it has really good online support, and it has voice chat, and it has all these awesome rad things. And then here are all these rad first-party games coming out. We're gonna launch with the new Mario, with 3D Mario. We're gonna launch with the new Mario platformer. We're gonna launch with the new Metroid, with a new Zelda game, with a freaking console Pokemon game. If they do that, I honestly think that they wouldn't be able to keep up with demand. They would just fly off the shelves like hot cakes. I mean, that's been my theory all along. Anyway, so to answer your question, kind of, to compete with Xbox One and PS4, I don't think they need to really upgrade the console per se. I think they just need to kind of like get back to basics, do what they do best, focus on creating like awesome games, and you know, maybe create a console that you know, plays 3DS games on a big screen, so I can play all my Pokemon games on a really, really, really big screen, all my Fire Emblem games, and all these other games that I really want to play on the big screen. Our last question comes from Philip Kosinski. Hope I said that right. I think I've said your name a few times, and every time I probably pronounced it a little differently, and I'm sorry. The dual question, Philip, is, hey Britt, here is a good question for your next Ask Britt Shit. Why don't you do a Twitch show? Maybe I've answered this before. If I have, great. If I haven't, great. I'm answering it again anyway. And this is something I get a lot. And so the reason I don't do a Twitch show is because when I game, I like to lose myself. I like to immerse myself. I love to just zone out everything else and just like relax and unwind with a game. And so to do Twitch would mean that I would have to be like on 24/7, like narrating what I'm doing, be really witty, be really like, oh my god guys, but in reality, you know, most days of the week, I'm running around in sweats and baggy t-shirts and nasty greasy hair, and just, you know, that's just how I roll. I'm a really laid back chick, and that's kind of how I like to live my life. And so there are occasions that I actually take time to do my hair and put war paint on my face. You know, they're just very, they don't happen that much. So, and that's just how I've always been, and not to say that I don't like getting dressed up or doing my hair, because it's fun once in a while, but you know, when you work from home like I do, you get lazy and you just live in sweats. So that said, knowing that I would have to like make myself presentable, and by presentable I mean I have to at least brush my hair and just narrate everything I'm doing, I think that would take away the fun in gaming for me. I mean, not to say that it wouldn't be fun to, you know, do live streams with like friends and fans, whatever, you guys are friends, not fans, because I think it could be a really fun way for us to like connect and bond and all that good stuff, but I think I'm worried that I wouldn't enjoy it. So I'm kind of dabbling in Let's Plays, which is obviously like pre-recorded gaming, and that's a little easier for me because I'm still not I don't have the pressure of a live audience, I guess. I don't know, that's how my brain works. Anyway, friends, that'll do it for this episode of Ask Britt Shit. Thank you for your questions. Feel free to email them to me or write them in handwritten letters or do whatever. Send them via courier pigeon. Anyway. Okay, love you all. Bye.